Justices of the Appellate Division, 4th Department, the Honorable Gerald J. Whalen presiding. Please be seated. Well, good morning. This is a wonderful day, but before we get started with the actual awards, I'd like to introduce to you the members of the court that are sitting on the panel and other members of our court that are here in attendance. We have up at the bench Justice Tracy Bannister from Buffalo, Justice Mark Montour from Buffalo, Justice Jeanette Ogden from Buffalo, Justice Henry Nowak from Buffalo, and Justice Scott Del Conte from the 5th JD. Up here we have, sitting in the front row, Justice Stephen Lindley from Rochester, local judge. We got Justice Lynn Kane from Buffalo, Justice Craig Hanna from Buffalo. From Rochester, we have Justice Don Greenwood. Syracuse. All right, then Justice Smith is going to be from Syracuse. We got Justice Nancy Smith from Rochester. So welcome and thank you for being here. These awards, these are the Honorable Michael F. Dillon Attorney for the Children Awards. And it's named after Judge Dillon, who was, when I was actually growing up in Buffalo, was the elected Erie County District Attorney initially in Buffalo, in Erie. And he also then, of course, went on to become a Supreme Court judge, and then was nominated and was made a member of this court as an associate judge for the Appellate Division, and then was designated by the governor as presiding judge. As a presiding judge, Michael Dillon sat on what we refer to as the administrative board of the courts of the state of New York. And that's the board that sets the policy for the courts throughout the state of New York. While he was on that administrative board, one of the things that he took control of was the idea that we needed to have a incredibly competent attorney for children panel who would represent children in these very important family court proceedings. It was an initial idea that grew into what we have today. He was a strong advocate for that program, and as a result, what we've done is named the awards that we're giving out today in his honor. He championed the education of the attorney for the children. He wanted to make sure that the panel that were selected to represent the children were able to do this, were educated, that seminars were provided, and that they were able to do the job they needed to do, because it is a unique job. It's a very challenging job. It can be a very emotional job. These cases are incredibly difficult to handle in many respects. Linda Costin, who's our director, is here with us today. Linda, thank you. She's helped make today happen, and so we do appreciate it. So we have 6 awards today. Is that right, Linda? Yeah. How many members are on the panel?
522, Judge.
Okay. So we have 522 able, dedicated lawyers who are working within the 4th Department, and they are doing incredible work on behalf of the children they represent in the various court proceedings. Of that number, 6 have been selected to be honored today. So that tells you something about the 6 people we're about to introduce. These 6 incredibly talented, gifted, able lawyers have been nominated by judges that they work with on a regular basis. So they're being nominated by judges that know and see their work firsthand. And that's why we are all here today. So I'm going to start, if I can, with the very first award. And the first award, we're starting with the 5th Judicial District. The awardee is Martha Mosden. Martha is from Oneida County, and she was nominated by Family Court Judge Julia Brulette. I'm going to read to you what Judge Brulette has said. Attorney Mosden has been a staple in Oneida County Family Court for over 20 years. She has taken innumerable AFC assignments, and in each one has zealously advocated for and invested in her clients. Ms. Mosden has never shied away from difficult, heart-wrenching cases and is routinely depended upon to look out for the most vulnerable people. She handles her clients with an unprecedented level of compassion and genuine concern, taking the time to build rapport and provide them with substantially more than just legal advice. Attorney Mosden makes a positive difference in the lives of these children and encourages them to move forward and make the best of themselves. Ms. Mosden is retiring soon, and we wish her all the best. She certainly will be missed. Martha Mosden. Thank you very much. Martha Mosden. The next awardee is also from the 5th Judicial District, Courtney Raddick from Oswego County, nominated by Family Court Judges Allison Nelson and Thomas Benedetto. This is what they had to say. Ms. Raddick is a devoted attorney and a great advocate for her clients. She meets regularly with her child clients and is always prepared for each court appearance. Without fail, she thoroughly sets forth her client's position or where appropriate, what she feels is in her client's best interest. Ms. Raddick is always willing to take on any assignment asked of her and is not afraid to represent children in complex cases or those with difficult parents. In challenging cases, she regularly encourages parents to hear her clients' needs and wants, not only to resolve the present matter, but to ensure her clients are safe and develop or maintain a strong, healthy relationship with their parents going forward. Ms. Raddick is also a valued member of the Attorney for the Children Appeals Panel, where she takes cases with difficult fact patterns and legal issues, and with greatly compressed timelines. Ms. Raddick never fails to acquit herself and her clients incredibly well in court. Thank you, Ms. Raddick. Please step forward. From the 7th Judicial District, Keith Lord, Seneca County, nominated by Family, County, and Circuits Court Judge Barry Porsche. Attorney Lord provides exceptional and faithful service to his young clients. He is always willing to accept AFC assignments, including on short notice, despite having a busy law practice. Even with difficult cases and clients, Mr. Lord always does his best for his clients. In addition, he excels in the courtroom. He makes concise, relevant, and straightforward statements and arguments. Mr. Lord is well versed in trial practice, court procedures, and the rules of evidence, and he treats his clients, fellow attorneys, and court staff with courtesy and professionalism. Mr. Lord works hard with other attorneys to settle cases, seeking to avoid trauma to his young clients. Mr. Lord's record of achievement, devotion to service, and commitment as an AFC make him a highly qualified candidate for this award. Congratulations, Mr. Lord. Please step forward. Also from the 7th, Megan Olsowski from Monroe County, Legal Aid Society of Rochester, nominated by Family Court Judge Alicia Mezo. Ms. Olsowski demonstrates all of the best qualities of an attorney and advocate for children. No matter the nature of the case, Ms. Olsowski is knowledgeable on the law and is prepared to proceed. She strongly presents her child clients' positions and advocates for those positions. In addition, she fine-tunes her request to what each child needs and ensures that final orders reflect those specifics. Ms. Olsowski routinely reaches out to service providers, teachers, and agencies, or private attorneys, and organizes meetings to better plan for her clients. In short, Ms. Olsowski's heart is in everything she does on behalf of the children she represents. She spends time with her clients, their families, service providers, and counsel outside of court. When Ms. Olsowski gets to court, she has a plan to present, and she ultimately makes things happen. Congratulations. Counsel, please step forward. From the 8th Judicial District, Jason Caffarella from Niagara County, nominated by Supreme Court Justices Paula Fioretto and Frank Caruso. Judge Aaron DeLabio, and Judge Kathleen Wojtasek-Garanano. Attorney Caffarella is a dedicated AFC. He is always prepared, has always met with his client, is not afraid to submit motions or even file petitions on behalf of his clients, and actively participates in every court proceeding. When observing Mr. Caffarella in Lincoln hearings, it is very clear that he has a real rapport with his clients. His clients trust him and genuinely like him. Mr. Caffarella always takes the time to hear from both sides, meets with his clients consistently throughout matters, and advocates for his clients, even when doing so is unpopular. In addition, he is a real pleasure to have in court. He is always on time, always prepared, and always impeccably dressed. Although not necessarily in what you would consider a lawyer's suit sometimes. Apparently, Mr. Caffarella once, as a captain of the Niagara Falls Fire Department, came to court in his full firefighter gear. Mr. Caffarella, please step forward. Now, the last award, and certainly not the least, Mary Ann Connell, Erie County, nominated by Family Court Judge Mary Carney. Attorney Connell is an incredibly dedicated, kind-hearted advocate who quietly throws her heart into everything she does. Ms. Connell ensures that her clients' voices will be heard and protected in every single case without fail. Her performance is exceptional from the day of appointment to closing arguments, and she is frequently called on to handle matters of utmost complexity. Although Ms. Connell is a highly skilled trial attorney, one of her greatest assets is a remarkable ability to employ reason and compassion to bring about compromise. Erie County Family Court is blessed to have an AFC of her caliber providing experienced, compassionate, and thorough representation of children. Attorney Connell also serves as a member of the Attorney for the Children Appeals Panel, where for many years she has zealously and successfully advocated for the position of children in difficult appeals from all counties across the entire 8th Judicial District. Ms. Connell? Ms. Connell's son was sworn in yesterday as an attorney and counselor at law. Now, I do want to point out that we have a couple of people who are here with us today who have been mentioned. From Oswego County, we have Judge Thomas Benedetto. Judge Benedetto, welcome, sir, and thank you. We also have with us, is Justice Paula Fiorillo here? No, she's not, okay. We do have Justice Frank Caruso, who is both famous in the 8th Judicial District and some would say infamous. Yes, he's the MC at just a lot of the judges' gatherings, and he picks on a lot of the judges, including myself, sometimes. But Judge Caruso, thank you for being here. Judge Erin DeLabio is here also. She was mentioned earlier. We have family that grew up in South Buffalo, which, if you know South Buffalo, it makes us cousins. And we also have Judge Kathleen Witozak Gariano. Are you here, Judge? Welcome. I don't want to miss any of the judges. Are there other? Oh, yes, of course. Yes. You're right here, front row. Well, not just Judge Lenore Foote-Beavers is here. She is the chair of our committee that does a lot of the work for the AFC program here. Thank you, Judge. She's also one of my favorite people in the whole world. We worked together for many years in the 4th Department. So kind of welcome home. Thank you. Thank you.
We also have Judge Mazo here and Judge Reed.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Judge Mazo, where are you? Oh, wonderful, Judge. Thank you for being here. And Judge Reed. Judge Reed, thank you so much for being here. And we've got another judge.
Judge, I'm sorry.
Judge.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Judge, welcome. Thank you. Did we miss anybody else? I don't want to miss anybody else. I think we have everybody. Okay. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. You've come here. You should be recognized. All right. Thank you so much. This is, I want to tell you, we get the cases, and speaking, I'll take the liberty of speaking on behalf of the members of our court. We get these cases on appeal. So we are handling these cases ink on paper. We're reading about what happened below. I didn't do family court work. I was in private practice for 21 years, and then I was a trial judge, but doing civil and some criminal as a trial judge. I didn't do any family court work. I got to this court, and really for the first time in my career, I started seeing the family court cases. You can't help but be incredibly emotionally drawn into these cases as you're reading them. The lawyers that we've just honored are in the well of the court. They're in the homes of the families. They're representing these kids in a way that is emotionally draining. It has to be, and incredibly emotionally draining. They continue to do this work, as we've seen, for 20 years and more. That kind of dedication reflects so well on the lawyers of the 4th Department, but also on the lawyers in all of our communities and on the people in our community. And they make our communities better places to live. So this award, these awards are really, they're really special. I know, to the members of our court and to me. So thank you very much for being here today. There's a little reception that's going to be out there. Linda, have we done everything?
Going to take some pictures too, Judge.
Okay, there'll be some pictures taken out there. All right, terrific. All right, but nobody can move until our boss tells us it's time to go.
This court will stand in recess.
All right, very good. Thank you.